Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it. The Season 3 playoffs. Season 3 of the Trivia 10 was announced back on August 13th of 2024. And here we are all the way, days away from April 2025. And we're going to be kicking off the Elite 8 of the members of the Season 3 playoffs that have been able to make it all the way here, made it through their quad. It was our biggest season yet with 24 contestants, 6 members in each quad. We have a champion and a wild card from each. Here are the matchups. Here's the bracket. Here's how it's all laying out. Quad 1 champion, Doug, Quad 1 all the way back from August and September of last year, all the way to now, facing off against Quad 4 wildcard, who you just saw losing the championship game to Jonathan Fuji. Those two facing off. Doug, recurring Season 1 champion, so looking to try and get a second title to his belt. Then in bottom left, we have Quad 2 champion Josiah, who had, he was in Quad 3, had to fill in last minute for Sammy J Reacts in Quad 2 and made the most of it, ran all the way to the championship there, facing off against Quad 3 wildcard Harry Argyle, who, again, the defending champion of Season 2. So on the left side of the bracket, we have 2 champions from Season 1 and Season 2. Then we go to the top right. Harry didn't win his championship of his quad. That goes to Gooch of Barstool Sports. He's going to be facing off against Wafello, who in Quad 2 ran the table, did incredible in that season, went all the way to the title game, but Josiah stepping in, took away the victory from him and got him to be in the playoffs here. So Wafello and Gooch, another incredible matchup there of 2 very different styles. Then in the bottom right, we just saw Jonathan Fuji go all the way, be the last contestant of the season, make it all the way to win Quad 4. And he's going to be facing off against Quad 1 wildcard George Carmi, Trivia 10 veteran, never made it all the way to a championship game. He's going to try and make a run. So here we have so many different personalities here, so many incredible friends of mine that I cannot wait to see face off. I've already filmed a couple of these matchups already, and I will tell you they are electric. Some of these are just absolute cinema with how close they get and how much they go down to the very end. Incredible, insane pulls. Every one of these 8 gentlemen here deserve to be in here, and they make for some incredible content going forward. So be looking forward for this content coming next couple weeks here as we round out the season. We do have an announcement regarding the Trivia 10, as I like to do going into the playoffs. I like to have a big announcement to unveil to you guys to get us set up for the playoffs we're about to see. But the announcement here is that this is going to be the final season of the Trivia 10 for now. Season 3, as of right now, we went Season 1 right into Season 2, right into Season 3. Season 1 started back in the December of 2023, and we have every single week, twice a week, been uploading Trivia 10 content without fail, no misses, December 2023 all the way through April 2025 until May when the championship's going to end up being. We have never missed a beat, but this is going to be the final season for right now. We might revive it in the future, but right now it's going to be the final season. Feel like for the loyal ones who've been watching, I owe an explanation as to why. So the end of the Trivia 10, few reasons. One, dwindling viewership. I mean, anyone who's followed along the series knows that's no surprise. Season 1, we were getting, 1,200 to 1,500 views per episode. Now we're kind of dropping down to barely getting 1,000 on each episode. The viewership is just not there. I was expecting this to build and grow over, a year and a half, and I stuck to it. No misses, like I said, every single week. New contestants of different sects of the internet trying to get them in here. But the viewership is just not there. It's not growing. It's not been a growing community. A fading participant interest as well. I know I have a ton of people in my DMs that want to come on the Trivia 10, and I would love to be able to make Trivia 10s for all of you. But at the end of the day, it's just easiest for me to coordinate, and I just have the most fun doing this. When it's with my friends, people I know, people I've talked to, and there's just fading participant interest there. Some people don't love going on the Trivia 10 and feeling like they're making a fool of themselves, even though they're completely not. But, it's kind of hard to go on a show where it's supposed to be how well do you know stuff, and you kind of look like you don't know your stuff when that's just not the case. I know from my own experience with trivia and doing it that it's just a different ball game when the pressure's on. But, there's some people who are just not interested in doing it anymore. And there's people who have been on here for multiple seasons that I've reached out to, wanted to have them back. And they said, you know what? Hey, I'm not really interested in coming back on the Trivia 10. Completely fair by them. I appreciate everyone who's ever been on. It means the world to me. They're doing this just out of the kindness of their own hearts, but there's fading participant interest there as well as a dwindling viewership. Then the time commitment. This takes a ton of time. Like, I know I don't edit these videos much, but the preparation that goes into these trivias each and every week takes so much time, and it takes so much catering. And it's like, it's just kind of too much at this point for me. I'm going to be moving my houses soon. There's a lot of time commitment stuff I have coming up. I have a wedding I have to start preparing for. Being able to not only coordinate schedules of getting these filmed, especially the playoffs is so tough with multiple people, but being able to actually just crank these out every week and prep these decks just takes a lot out of me. And then number 4, I just think it's run its course. We've kind of done it all. I know some people want to see a duo season, but again, with the whole time commitment and the multiple clashing schedules, that would just be a near impossibility. But I just think it's run its new course. Again, I've given this a try for a year and a half. That's not just like a college try, not a half-ass. I've been doing this for a year and a half every single week. I think if anything would have birthed out of this or grown to any larger scale, we've had people on here with millions of followers combined across their social medias and still not enough to pump this up and get viewership. I just think it's run its course, and I have a new vision for what I want to do with YouTube going forward. I have a lot of fun things planned. We'll kind of go through that now here. So Trivia 10's ending, but my time on YouTube is absolutely not. Future for YouTube, first of all, long form reviews are going to be coming here, but I'm thinking maybe not contemporary reviews, not just a new flavor of the week, the new movie of the week. If we do that, or if it's big stuff I'm super anticipating, maybe I can. I'm open to feedback in the comments. But I'll also kind of ponder the idea of maybe doing like throwback reviews, like movies from anything from last year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 100 years ago, any time frame, and just kind of going like on a weekly basis, like reviewing a movie every single week. But the top comment for each week is the movie that I go and watch. So whether it's like a beloved movie, a movie that you think is a blind spot for me that I haven't watched, kind of like the idea of doing some throwback reviews based on comments, and who, gets the most upvotes will be the movie that I watched that week and review that week. Also, I think I'm going to do award season coverage. On the ReelTok Podcast, I'm always guys the most interested in the award season and how those campaigns go and who's winning what and what that means and how to look at precursors. I'm a big fan of following award season. It's just an electric thing for me to do. Probably going to start doing some coverage on here as well. Rankings, tier lists, the classic that people do on YouTube. Those will be coming soon, of course. Going to do like a Black Mirror one when the new season drops, but plenty more stuff like that. Trivia with friends. Trivia is not going away anytime soon. Just organize calendar-like schedules, like with a competition with multiple contestants and having a playoff bracket. Like that's going to be going away at least for a while. Just because it's so much work and it puts a tough deadline on me. Like, I hate missing deadlines. I like to stick to it, and I have. But you're still going to see like Trivia 10 styles. Like I'll just do one-offs with some of my friends because I like doing them with my friends. So the Trivia 10 style of stuff will never go away. Real reveal type of things. 3X you're out. Also going to play some Sin and Two Nerdle with some friends because that's a super fun game, and I think it'd be really fun to do on the YouTube platform with having my friends come on and we just play Sin and Two Nerdle back and forth and have battles and see how far we can go. And then movie grids, used to do them. I think I can bring them back, do them again. I think there's a lot of fun things to be had there. And then I want to get back in the interview game. I've done David Desmalchian, I did Lucas Gage, Sasha Lane, Ariel Barrera. I love trying to hone in my interview skills. I still think I'm quite bad at it, but I want to keep practicing, want to keep getting the reps in because it is something I really want to start doing more in the future. So this is kind of what the future is looking like for me. I'm going to try and do one video every single week, maybe 2 videos a week. We'll see. Like I said, I really want to keep growing YouTube. But ultimately, I think what my current thing is of just only doing the Trivia 10 has run its course. The interest just isn't there anymore. But still, the final season, Tuesdays and Fridays, like I said, I got some of the episodes filmed. They're just absolutely electric. Tuesday and Friday, we'll have the first 2 matchups of the Elite Eight. Then next week, the next 2 matchups of the Elite Eight. Then we'll jump into the Final Four on Tuesday, second Final Four on Friday. Then we're going to have the championship match on Tuesday to wrap up the season. So make sure you're subscribed. And again, because the end is not the end. The YouTube channel is going to keep going on after this. I'm not going to be going away anytime soon. But here's the matchups. I think is a very fun field of people who have just had incredible seasons. Excited to see some old faces like Doug and George. Their episodes were so long ago, finally be back. But then also, the recent ones, the newcomers like Kit Laser, Jonathan Fuji, the first time ever being on the Trivia 10 for them. Fellow, the first time on the Trivia 10 for him as well. Seeing them go on and face some of the Trivia 10 veterans is going to be very fun. So make sure you tune in for these. A lot of great stuff coming. This is what the rundown is going to look like for these, just like in the quad playoffs. Real reveal, 3 strikes, you're out. Real sabotage. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Thank you for everyone for being along for this ride last year and a half of Trivia 10. I know a lot of people are going to be sad that it's going to be ending, but it's for the best. I have a new vision. I think it's run its course. Maybe it comes back in the future, maybe not. But for right now, clearly the interest just isn't there from me or the people watching for this to continue or the participants for that matter. So kind of just like a trifecta of reasons to probably shut it down. So that's what we're going to be doing. So savor it up. Enjoy this final playoffs. These 8 people trying to get the final crown of the Trivia 10 because for at least a while, the Trivia 10 is going to be dead after this.